Hello. In this video, we will consider or discuss about spherical capacitor. A capacitor generally consists of two bodies, one of which is given some charge, while the second one is kept connected to earth. So let's start with the diagram. Suppose there is a sphere surrounded by another concentric sphere. So this fulfills the primary criteria of being a capacitor, that there must be two bodies. And they are concentric with different radii. Suppose the radius of inner one is A and radius of outer one is B. The intermediate medium, that means the medium between the two spheres, have dielectric constant K. Now the outer one is connected to earth, that means earthing. So if we give some charge on the inner sphere, say some positive charge is given to inner sphere, definitely if some positive charge is given to inner sphere, definitely due to induction a negative charge will be developed here, that means the inner surface of outer sphere. And not only that, positive charges will be developed on the outer surface, which will definitely be passed to earth due to earthing. Now since outer one is connected to earth, so its potential is 0, because earth have 0 potential, and if two bodies are connected together, their potential will become same. And if it's not happen till, there will be a flow of charge, and say it's being connected to earth for a long time, so that the potential of earth is equal to that of the sphere connected. That means potential of the outer sphere is 0, while the inner one is not connected to earth. So suppose the potential of this one is E. Okay. Now we consider any point x, any point P at a distance x from the center of the spheres. Say in the diagram, this represents that one. So this is the x, this is the distance x from center, and say we have to find field at P. To find field at P, we will consider a Gaussian surface at P, which is nothing but another concentric sphere, as shown here. So this is our Gaussian surface. This is our Gaussian surface. Now using Gauss theorem, we will find that field where at P, and where is the P? P is any arbitrary point in between the spheres, in between the space, okay, space between spheres. So field at P is definitely given by the charges inside the Gaussian surface, and say the total charge inside the Gaussian surface is Q, that means the total positive charge given to inner sphere is Q. So that is Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into x square. Okay. Now we know the relation between intensity and potential, and that relation is given by E is equal to minus dV by dx. If it is true, then dV will be nothing but minus E dx. As we all know, the value of E is given by this one. So putting here, we will get Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into x square whole into dx. So to get net potential difference between two spheres, this sphere and this sphere, we will simply integrate them, integrate the above expression. So integrating it, so on integrating, we will definitely get here dV, keeping constant outside the integration on right hand side. What we will get? We will get dx by x square. And obviously there is a k, since the dielectric constant of medium between the spheres is k. So here will be k everywhere in denominator. Now it's time to put limit. So to understand how the limits are considered, simply we will start from the inner sphere. and move to outer sphere. Left hand side is the variable. Left hand side variable is the potential. So definitely the potential of inner sphere is V as shown here. So V, and potential of outer sphere is 0 as shown here. So its limit is V to 0. Now what is X? Here the variable on the right hand side is X. What actually X represents? X represents the distance of any arbitrary point from center. So when we are standing at inner sphere here, we are definitely at a distance a from center. Okay, and when we are moving to outer sphere, that means here we are definitely at a distance b from the center. So actually the value of x varies from a to b because x represents the distance from center to any point. And here when we move from inner sphere to outer sphere, the distance from center varies from a to b. So definitely here limit will be a to b. Now integrating and putting the limits, we will get here 0 minus b is equal to minus q by 4 pi k epsilon naught minus 1 by x, and the limit will be a to b. Definitely the 2 minus will cancel each other. We will simply remove the negative sign on both sides. So what we get is v is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught into k. Putting the limits, we will get b minus a by ab. But as in the case of capacitors, q is equal to cv, therefore c is equal to q by v. So keeping q same, putting the value of v from this expression, what we get is q by 4 pi epsilon naught k b minus a by ab. Solving this, we will get 4 pi epsilon naught kab whole divided by b minus a. This is the required capacitance of a capacitor, of a spherical capacitor whose outer sphere is connected to earth.